Hello learners, welcome again to Manifested e-learning platform. My name is James Kenyani. We are going to proceed with our topic on rotation, and today we are going to look at rotation in the Cartesian plane, and we are mainly going to dwell with the center as the origin. So our lesson today, so we are going to look at rotation in the Cartesian plane with the origin as the center. So as usual, there is an objective. So at the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to get or deduce images of points, lines, or even planes. So the learner should be able to deduce or get the images of points, lines, and planes when rotated in the Cartesian plane. So our center of interest today, we shall use the center a center as the origin as the center of rotation. So one, we shall deal first of all with rotating about the origin 180 degrees. We are going to make rotating about the origin 180 degrees, or rotating, you can simply say rotating 180 degrees about the origin. So as usual, it's good to choose points. We can have A for the image. You can decide to choose points. A. We can have 2, 3. Below we should have A prime. You can choose B, -4, 2. Below we shall have the image C. We can choose -4, 1. And the last point, can choose C, -4, 1. And the last point, we can choose 3, 2, D, 3, 2. So we shall get the points, so C prime and D prime. So the first point A is 2, 3. The first point A is 2, 3. So you come to that Cartesian plane learner with the y-axis and the x-axis, and that is the origin, 0, 0, with coordinates 0, 0. So the first point is A, and it is 3, 2. 3 for the x and 2. So that is A. That is A. That is A. So you are told you are to rotate it. So if I dot this, from the laws of reflection, we learn that the distance from the center of rotation of the image will be equal to the distance from the center to the image. So looking at that, it's good to interpret. Now with that center as the origin, you'll find rotating through 180 degrees. Rotating this through 180 degrees, it will be on a straight line. The image will come and be on a straight line. It is like a half turn. It is like a half turn about the origin. So someone can also refer to this as a half. It is a half turn. It is equivalent to a half turn. So you'll find this distance will be the same. So here we had 3, 2, 3, 2. Here we shall have negative. We shall have negative 3, 2. Negative 3, negative 2. So you get our A prime there. Correct. So our image will be negative 3, negative 3, negative 2. A curious learner will discover something is happening. If I take this at the coordinates A, B, they interchange and the sign changes. They interchange and the sign will change. They interchange and the sign will change. Let's see whether that will be the same for the second point B. Let's go to B. B, I'm given the points as negative 4. B is actually here. B. So I write with the black one. That is B. So I have my B is here. What will happen? So as usual, since it is a half turn, you are turning a half turn. It can either be clockwise or whether it is clockwise, although the other time we learned clockwise will be negative and anticlockwise will be positive. But in this case, it will just be like a half turn. Whether you turn positive or negative, you still have the half turn. So if you connect that, using the same, if we have here, we had 4, 2, it will now come to 4, 2. It was negative 4, 2, it will now be 4, 2. 4, 2. It comes to 4, 2. It was negative 4, 2. Negative 4, negative 2. Let's say this was negative 4, negative 2. Negative 4, negative 2. Let's use negative 4, negative 2. So if you turn, you'll come and get your B prime here. B prime. It is like a half turn, whether you go anticlockwise or clockwise. So if you have negative 4, negative 4, negative 2, you'll come and have positive 4, positive 2, positive 4, positive 2. A half turn. Negative 4, 2, we've turned it round and it has come to 4, 2. It has come to 4, 2. A became what? A became 3, 2. A was, so here, just for the correction, it was supposed to be 3, 2. 3, 2. So for 3, 2, it became negative 3, negative 2. These ones have changed sign. Let's go to C. Negative 4, 1. Negative 4, 1 is here. So if we stretch it, this is C. A half turn half turn, a clear half turn, we shall come and have C prime. It will be 4, -1. It will be 4, -1. 4, -1. You realize what is now happening to the signs. The signs change. If it is positive, it is negative. So without even going far, you can even confidently come and write here what? -3, -2, -3, -2, but it's good to plot it. D is 3, 2. D, let's make D 3, 3. It will be -3, -3. Let's make it 3, 3. It's here. So when you turn it half turn, you'll find it will come here. It will be your D prime. So this is your D. So it will come to that. So our conclusion from the observation, if you rotate a point AB through 180 degrees about the origin, its image will be -A, -B. So if it is 4, 4, it will become -4, -4. That is the conclusion. So you can easily come and look at rotating through 90 degrees, -90 degrees. That is clockwise. That is -90 degrees. It will mean it will be clockwise. So what you'll do, choose any point. You'll choose any point. A, you can use 2 points. A, 4, 4. B, 5, 2. Let's see what we shall get. Let's see what we shall get. Let's start with 4, 4. 4, 4 is here. We want to rotate it through 90 degrees, so it will be clockwise. It will be clockwise. It is going to be clockwise. So if you look at it well, you'll have a right angle here. If you join 4, 4 to that center, rotating through 90 degrees, you'll actually have a right angle here. A right angle. You'll actually have a right angle here. So you are likely to come and have -5, 2. You'll have, that was 4, 4. So if you have a right angle, you'll have a right angle here. Look at what you'll have. It will change to 4, -4. 4, -4. 4, -4. 4, -4. 4, -4. Let's look at 5, 2. Let's look at 5, 2. 5, 2 is here. You join, you'll have also a right angle. You'll come and have 2, -5. 2, So this is A prime. B prime will become 2, -5. 2, -5. We can look at a third one to make the best conclusion. You can look at 3, 1. 3, 1. 3, 1. 3, 1. You'll have a right angle there. It's coming, it will be -3. Negative, it will be 1, -3. 1, -3. 1, this is C. C prime will be 1, -3. So what is happening? There is something happening. The 2 comes here and this one becomes negative. So you'll get, doing the same clockwise, doing the same clockwise, doing the same clockwise. What happens? Here we had 4, 4 became 4. If you had here, it came to -4. It came to 4, -4. The second one, 5, 2. 5, 2, we get 2, we got 2, -5. And the last one, 1, -3. So we can make a conclusion that the image will be, you can use that, it will be B -A. B -A. You can just get that from that. This B comes here and then negative. You get B comes here and 5 changes. B comes here and A becomes negative. B -A. It will become B -A. Like here 4, when you reflected, for B it was -4, 1. -4. We had -4, 4. It came to it came to 4, -4. When we had 5, 2, 5, 2, it came to -5. When we had 5, 2, it came to 2, -5. 2, -5, which means B comes here and A changes the sign. We come to that one, 3, 1. 3, 1. It was here. So finally it becomes 1, -3. So 1 comes here and the other one changes the sign. So rotating through 90 degrees anti-clockwise. So if it is point B, if it is that point D, 4, 4, you'll now rotate it in an anti-clockwise direction so that you have 90 degrees there. So you'll come and have -4, 4, -4, 4. So if you have A, 4, 4, your A prime will become, A prime becomes, it was 4, 4. So 90 degrees there, it will come here, 4, -4. 4, -4. 4, -4. Let's look at 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. It will come to 2, 3 will come to -3, 2. negative 3, 2. Negative 3, 2. So what happens? What is actually happening? So we had 4, 4. 4, 4. It became 4, negative 4. Sorry, negative 4, 4. Negative 4, 4. We had 2, 3. It became negative 3, 2. So it shows if you rotate this way in an anticlockwise direction, point AB becomes minus B A. Your point AB becomes minus B A. It becomes minus B A. So what are the images of points A, B, and C if they are rotated through 180 degrees about the origin? 0, 0. So as we end the lesson, make sure you understand what happens when you rotate through. Minus 90 is a clockwise. You saw what happened there? If we rotated 4, 4 clockwise, we came and got negative 4, 4. We had 4, 4. 4, 4. That was clockwise. We came and got negative 4. Negative, we got 4, negative 4. When we had like 5, 2. 5, 2 there, we'll come and get 2, negative 5. 2, negative 5. And we realize what was happening. B comes here and A changes the sign. So note that as you work the solution before we meet in the next lesson. So have a good time and bye.